Hello students, in this video I will be dealing with the hemophilia related problems under the topic genetics. So in this video I will be dealing only problems related to the hemophilia which you will get in the NEET paper. So theory, all of you know about this hemophilia, it's a bleeder's disease, Queen Victoria disease, all these things are theory related. Here in this video I will be dealing with only the problems and the main important points which you have to make a note in order to solve those problems will be given first, and then we will be solving around 10 to 12 problems. So by the end of the video you can able to solve any kind of hemophilia related NEET problems. So stay tuned. First you have to see here, hemophilia, it's a bleeder's disease and it is a X-linked recessive disease. It is a X-linked recessive disease, and in the normally if you can see, hemophilic female will be very rare, but hemophilic male is common. Why is it so? Because hemophilic female, here you can see the both the chromosomes of the female has to carry the hemophilic gene, then only it will becomes hemophilic female. But in most of the cases we will see only the carrier females, means only one X chromosome will be carrying the hemophilic gene. So a normal female whose father was hemophilic, if I am a normal female, my father is a hemophilic, then I will become as a carrier but I won't get the disease. But as I am a carrier, I can pass the disease to next generations. So the normal female whose father was hemophilic will produces the carrier female. So if my father is hemophilic, I will be a carrier and I won't be getting the disease. I may cause disease to my next generation. So that point you have to keep it in your mind. And the next is, just now I said hemophilic female is very rare because both the chromosomes has to carry the hemophilic gene. But hemophilic male is common. Why? Because only X chromosome is responsible. Only one chromosome, if it carries the hemophilic gene, then the son or male will becomes hemophilic. So this is the just few points which you have to remember, and now we will solve the problems related to the hemophilia so that you can able to solve any kind of problems. First 2 to 3 problems will take simple things and then we will go into deeper. Okay. Now let us see the first problem under the hemophilic related problems. So here you can see the question which has been asked in the year NEET 2016. We'll see the question first. If a hemophilic man marries a woman who is homozygous for normal, the probability of their son being hemophilic is. They have asked this question. So first we have to see here a hemophilic man. Hemophilic man means X, H and Y. Man means XY, and he is a hemophilic man. He is carrying the gene which causes the hemophilic. So XHY is crossed with marries a woman who is homozygous for normal. Means he marries a normal woman. So they didn't give anything whether the woman's father is hemophilic, like that they didn't give anything in the question. So the question is very simple. They have asked a hemophilic man marries a woman who is homozygous for normal, means the woman doesn't have any disease. So the probability we have to calculate. So you can directly take the gametes, or you can draw a Punnett square like this, XHY and XX. You draw the Punnett square and check the probability. So what do you get? XH, X, XH, X, and here XY, and here XY. So if you can see this, here the females, these two are females and these two are males. So the females are carrying hemophilic gene on one chromosome. That means these are carriers, and whereas the males doesn't have any gene which is carrying the hemophil. So if you see the probability, so there is their son being hemophilic, they asked. So the son here, he is not hemophilic, and here also he is not hemophilic. So the answer will be 0. So 0 also you can take. So these are the gametes. And here this is a gamete, this is a gamete. You can cross with this XHX you will get, and XHX you will get, XY, and again these two XY. So like this also you can do, or you can do by taking a Punnett square. You will get the probability, and so only the dot females carriers we can see here. 50% of the out of probability, 50% females are the carriers. That is the question and the solution for this. We will see the next question. Now let us see the second problem. Here you can see the problem. This has been asked in the year 2013. So a colorblind man marries a woman with normal sight who has no history of color blindness. What is the probability of their grandson being colorblind? Both colorblind and hemophilia are sex-linked recessive diseases. So both will be the same as how I explained for the hemophilia. So now you can see a colorblind man means X. C, for color blindness we will write it as C. A color blind man, man is XY and he is carrying a color blind gene, that's why XCY is crossed, marries a woman with a normal sight, and it has no history of color blindness. If at all there is a history of color blindness, then the female will become the carrier. But here there is no history of color blindness, so the female will be the normal. So now if you see, if you take a Punnett square between these two, what do you get? So like this if you do, XCX, XCX, XY, XY. So if we got the probability of the sons and daughters. Here the daughters are the carriers and normal sons are formed. But they are asking about the probability of their grandson. So you have to check the probability of their grandson. So first let us take the females. XCX, when it is crossed with a normal male, what will happen? We will see. If you take XCX and XY, then what do you get here? XCX, XCY, XX and XY. So if you can see here, one daughter is carrier and one son is color blinded. XCY, you got it. So what will be the probability here? Out of 4, only one son is affected. That means if you check here, the probability will become 0.25. Okay, why? 1/4 of this is nothing but 0.25. 0.25 which is equals to 1/4. Only one son got affected with a color blind. Another son, he is not affected, and one carrier daughter is there. And if at all these sons are get married to a normal male, here sons are also present. No, if sons are, this is first one, and you can see this also. If they are married, then what will happen? All are normal, so nil will be the answer. So you should not take only the males and cross with the normal female. You have to take the females also, and you should cross the male. Then you will get the answer as 1/4, that is 0.25. As they asked about the grandson, you have to read the question carefully, whether they have asked the probability of their sons or daughters or grandsons or granddaughters. If in this question, the same question, if here they had kept granddaughter also, it will be same. Why? Because one, it is a carrier, you can see. So the answer will become nil then, because only the carrier female is there, but it is not affected. Okay, now the answer is 0.25. Okay. Now let us solve the third problem. A man whose father was colorblind marries a woman who had a colorblind mother and normal father. So little bit difficult than last two problems. We will see a man whose father was colorblind means the father is a colorblind. Father is a colorblind means son will become colorblind or not? He won't be a colorblind because the mother is a normal. So if you can cross XCX, XCX you will get, XY, XY you will get. Means the normal son will be produced if at all father is a colorblind also. This is the first thing you have to make a note. And the second one is he married a woman who had a colorblind mother. So colorblind mother means if both the X chromosomes have the colorblind gene, then only the female will become colorblind. Colorblind mother and a normal father. So if you take the gamete formation, we have seen how we will make the gametes in Punnett square. So XCX, so female carrier, XCX, female carrier, and XXC and YXC. So you can take the probability. What do you get? XCX you will get if you take these two, and XCY you will get if you take. And then again XCX and then XCY. So if you can see here, so they are asking about the woman, means who had a colorblind mother and normal father. So woman in this will becomes what? She will becomes a carrier. So a carrier woman if she is taken. So we have to cross these two. A man whose father was colorblind will becomes a normal man, and a woman who had a colorblind mother and a normal father will get a carrier female. Now if you see this, then we can calculate the percentage of the male children of this couple. So now if you can calculate, if you take a Punnett square, so you can make it here X, Y, this one I am making it here, and XC, X. Now you can see the probability X, XC, and then XX, then XCY, and then XY. So what they asked, what percentage of male children of this couple will be colorblind? So male children, if you can see, there is only 1/4. That means 25% will be the 25% out of whole will be the 25%. But they are asking the percentage of male children of this couple. So in the male children, how much it will be if you can take? So 50% will be the answer. Understood? Let us see the fourth problem. A woman with normal vision but whose father was a colorblind. As I already said, if at all a father is a colorblind, then the woman will definitely become a carrier. So directly we can take it here as the woman is a carrier. Woman means XX and she is a carrier of this colorblind. So C had written. So a woman with normal vision, if she is a carrier, she has a normal vision. Normal vision, but whose father was colorblind, that's why she will become a carrier, marries a colorblind man. Marries a colorblind man means XY, and the X chromosome will carry the colorblind gene on that. So now, suppose that fourth child of this couple was a boy. This boy would be color-blinded or not color-blinded, we have to find out. That is the question. So now you can see, if you make the gametes or Punnett square, anything you can make, XCX, XCY. So now if you can take, what do you get? XCXC, XCY, this and this, then this and this, XCX, this and this, XY. So if you see the probabilities, so out of 100%, 50% males are there. In this 50%, 25% has the chance of getting the color blindness and 25% doesn't have the chance of color blindness. They asked about the fourth child, but we don't know how the first child will be formed or second child will be formed. So what will happen here? So this boy may be colorblind or may not be colorblind. So the option you have to opt for this is may be colorblind or may not be colorblind. Okay, that is the question and the solution. Let us see the next question. Let us see the next problem. A normal woman whose father was colorblind. So now itself we will get to know, because we have solved the previous problems. Father was colorblind and a normal woman means the woman may be a carrier. Okay, so woman and she is a carrier. A normal woman whose father was colorblind is married to a normal man. So x, y. So the sons would be, they are asking the probability of the sons. So it's very easy. X C X and X Y. You can take it and check the probabilities over here. X C X, X C Y, X X X Y. So if you can see here, so 50% out of this males, if you can consider it as 100% and this is the 100%, so 50% of the males will become colorblind and 50% of the females will become normal, whereas 50% of the females will be carriers and 50% of the females will be normal. So the answer will be 50% colorblind. They have asked about the sons. 50% it will be colorblind and 50% it will be the normal. Okay. Let us see the next question.